Hey guys, I hope you're all having an awesome day. It is Friday. It is almost the weekend. So let's jump into it. So the first thing on our list is our attendance form. Please make sure you're filling out your attendance forms on time. Remember, if you are not filling out your attendance form on time, then I do have to mark you absent for the day. The next thing on our list is to start our performance task. We're not looking at finishing it today. We're looking at getting an idea of what we're doing and maybe starting looking at what are some of the things we want to work with. And then finally, our reflection and remember our reflections I use to see what you guys need, if you need extra supports, if you're understanding content, if there's something we need to tweak or change. All that stuff I look at and from your reflections, and it also helps make sure that you guys are understanding what you're doing, know what you're doing well, knowing what we can improve on, and all that stuff too as well. So they're really important for us. And then finally, the last thing is our optional vocabulary review. So let's take a look at our performance task, because that's really the only thing we haven't seen before. You guys know how to do your attendance forms and your reviews and your reflections and such. So if we look at our performance task, the first thing says choose one of the following. So you only need to pick one of the following things. You have 6 different things you can choose from. So our first one says using recent newspaper and magazines, search for stories that deal with apparent miscarriages of justice. Summarize the facts and explain the nature of the injustice. You will need to relate the injustice to one of the injustices we read about in To Kill a Mockingbird. You will also need to turn in a copy of the articles. 3 articles minimum. So you're going to find 3 different articles that deal with some kind of miscarriage of justice, and then write a paragraph about that injustice and how it relates back to Kill a Mockingbird. Again, you will need at least 3 articles for that one. Our next one says make a playlist of at least 5 songs and or poems that deal with one of the following subjects: discrimination and prejudice, human understanding and compassion, and individual conscience. Be sure to describe why you picked each song and how it relates to your chosen subject and To Kill a Mockingbird. So you're just going to write at least 3 sentences for each song about why you picked it, how it relates to your subject, so how it relates to discrimination and prejudice, human understanding and compassion, or individual conscience. You're only picking one of those subjects to do all your songs for, remember. And then how it relates back to Kill a Mockingbird. So then our third one says portray one of the following scenes in a medium other than words, such as watercolor, pen and ink, or scale model. You're welcome to pick any medium you choose as long as it's 100% created by you. So this is one that's created solely by you. It's not finding pictures on the internet and putting them together. Everything has to be either created by you or drawn by you or painted by you. So you can do the nighttime raid on the Radley house, Christmas at Finch's Landing, the lynch mob at the jail, or the trial of Tom Robinson. Then after you make your artistic creation, you'll need to write 1 paragraph about the scene you created and your artistic choices. So what happened during that scene? Why was that scene important? And then why did you make some of the choices you made while creating your piece? Our next one says to make a collage which depicts one of the following subjects: discrimination and prejudice, human understanding and compassion, and individual conscience. You will need to write a paragraph about how your collage depicts the subject and how it relates to Kill a Mockingbird. So why did you pick some of the pictures you picked? What are they supposed to portray or symbolize? How are we supposed to feel about your piece? And then how does your piece relate back to Kill a Mockingbird? I am going to tell you right now that if you just put pictures on a Google slide with no artistic creativity, I am going to take some points off. So please be creative. Remember when we did Canvas and all that stuff, this is a good time for that to come into play. Our next one says to draw an appropriate cover for the novel using characters or a major scene from the novel. Your cover should show your understanding of the novel. Don't forget the title of the novel and the author's name. You will need to write one paragraph about why you created your design. So you're going to create that design of the cover. So this part of the book, the cover, and then you're going to describe why you created the design. So why does your design fit the book? And then our last thing you can choose is you can compose the front page of a newspaper that deals with major events of the novel. Blow up your page on a poster board if you want to. Honestly, you don't have to do that part because we're not in person. And then use a journalistic style and give your newspaper a creative name that is appropriate for the novel. So this one, you're just creating the front page of a newspaper, and you're giving us those major events of the novel. All right, guys, so those are your 6 choices. we do have this due Tuesday at midnight. So you'll have today, Monday, and Tuesday to work on it. I'm not assigning any other work besides attendance forms during that time, so you should have plenty of time to get this done. All right, guys, I will see you later. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.